So, this Magician in the Mirror, okay, it is about balancing the fire side of your life as well as the water side, as well as the emotional side of your life. So, this bumblebee, look at that. This bumblebee sat with me on the deck earlier today, actually, Libras. And I can tell you that. I know it's the same one because he's missing a back leg here. Do you see that? He's missing his back leg. And I was sitting on the front of my deck, actually. He sat with me. He just kept coming back. He'd fly away and he'd come back. It's crazy that he just found me sitting at the front of my house. So, dude, okay. I'm just gonna hold this bee on my hand and we'll go from there. So, this Magician in the Mirror, what it is saying is it's talking about balancing the action and the spiritual side of your life. See how the mirror here? It's still glazed over because the future is not yet written. Yes, we are here to learn lessons. Yes, we are here to learn cycles that maybe we haven't completed in past lives. Yes, that is all true. But how we go about these lessons, how we go about the things that we learn in this life, that's free will. The roads that we choose, the paths that we choose, that is all our own free will. Okay, and that's what this is saying. Your path forward here, it's unwritten. You have to choose in which way this is all going to go out. You have to choose what you do with this power in your hands. Okay, so that's the bottom. Oh, see the crown chakra. Oh, there he goes. The crown chakra was underneath, that divine connection, okay? It was underneath this. And that's saying that this power and this way forward, this comes from connecting to the divine here. This comes from connecting yourself to your higher, whatever that is to you, okay? So, distant future energy here. Sorry, distant past. I get these mixed up all the time. Distant past, far out, indecision, okay? There was a way here forward where, you know, you were sitting at the fork in the road, and I get this, you know? I've come from this. I'm a Libra too, right? So I've come from this, all right, Libras? Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's clarify this indecision. But this indecision, that card, there's two signs. Both say unknown on them. Okay? It was that fork in the road, that choice that you had to make here, Libra. Which way did you go? Which way did you go, Libra? Four of Wands in the Hierophant. You took the higher road. You took the road that came with fulfillment, that came with joy, that came with celebrating. Okay, you aligned yourself to this higher kind of path. You know, you chose higher. This is what the indecision was saying. It was asking you, which path are you going to take? And you aligned yourself with a higher energy here. You aligned yourself with one that was celebrating, one that was fulfilling. Caring connections. Okay, this was the recent past energy. Whoa, that's like half the pile there. I think there's a lot to say about that caring connection there. But we're gonna go with 2 or 3 cards, not 10 to 15. Caring connection, Spirit. This caring connection, Spirit. Can you clarify this caring connection for me? What is this caring connection? What's the energies of this caring connection? Huh. 8 of Swords. There's a trapped caring connection. It was something that somehow you felt wow. Somehow you felt as though this caring connection, yes, okay, maybe it was something you've seen, but there was this trapped feeling. The 8 of Swords came with it. First card out. And then it was followed by the King of Wands and the High Priestess. You know, there are 2 things here. Either this trapped kind of feeling could have come from somebody who was maybe a King of Wands, who was maybe a fire sign. Maybe this caring connection had to do with that. And this fire sign, you know, made you feel trapped, made you feel as though you could not be yourself, made you feel as though you were stuck. And see here, see how the crows are trying to untangle her in her reflection here, because Spirit was trying to free you from this. Spirit was saying, no, this isn't good for you. And even if this wasn't a fire sign, it can also be saying that Spirit here, you felt trapped, whatever this situation was, however it was. And I'm not saying that maybe it wasn't a relationship that was, you know, some relationships, yes, you can feel trapped within them. It's not acknowledging the things that you need to overcome. It's not acknowledging what needs to be spoken here, right? But then embracing this King of Wands, embracing that spiritual being that you are, the steady being that you are, your worth, understanding that, knowing your worth here. The High Priestess was behind that. Okay, so in two different ways this can really be going. I really feel that right now. Okay, this can definitely be talking about this as a personal thing, right? Where you understood that maybe you were just holding too tightly to this. Okay, and it came from that realizing that no, by holding tightly like this energy isn't mine. By holding tightly, so tightly to this, you know, I'm resisting what needs to happen, you know. And that was the High Priestess. That was the clarity between that, right? Like being able to see between the veil, right? And knowing that. But I also think that this could be talking, like this can also refer to certain relationships for sure, okay? Certain relationships where you were dealing with a fire sign of some sort, you know? And that fire sign did make you feel trapped, but it was aligning yourself and trusting yourself to that intuitive connection, to your spiritual connection. It was knowing that, okay, Spirit's here to free me, okay? And you listen to those crows, okay? You rose up as the King of Fire. You said no more. Right? You connected. Present energy. Sixth chakra. Third eye. That's your intuition. Libras, we are so stinking connected right now. You know, the signs are all right in front of your face. The clarity is right there. Your way forward here, no matter what this was, no matter how this trapped feeling was, your clarity. See this? Kind of the same look. Look at her eyes, guys. They're not closed. They're closed, and yet she still sees, because she can see beyond the veil. She can trust Spirit. She sees that. Okay, this present energy, this clarity, this intuition, that's your guide. This is our guide here. It's saying that you right now can see. Spirit right now is lining that light up. You just need to sit with yourself and trust this intuition. Okay? Yeah, it's a tough passageway, the Six of Swords, okay? It's not an easy passageway as Spirit guides this boat. Nope, nope, absolutely not. It takes a lot of strength, okay? It takes a lot of strength to trust this. To trust this intuition, okay? It takes inner strength. It takes you having faith. You knowing that that strength lies deep within inside of you, okay? That you can just be peaceful like a lamb and still be that strong. Okay, this is Spirit. Again, look at these crows guiding your boat, moving you forward here. Okay, it's trusting, it's knowing and having that clarity that yes, I am moving forward. No matter what this shitstorm is right now, no matter how hard this passageway is, I am moving forward. This is a new beginning for me. You have that faith that this starts here, that you are growing something within your hands, that this is a new place for you. You have the power to manifest what it is you want to bring in here, and you know that. Your intuition is guiding you to that. Okay? Cornucopia, near future. There is this reward here. That's why we're moving forward to that. That's what this intuition is guiding you to. It's guiding you right into this cornucopia phase. It's guiding you right into this fulfillment. See, it's a new beginning here. It's guiding you through this. It's overcoming this Five of Pentacles. It's overcoming this despair. It's overcoming this hardship. It's overcoming all of this. It's taking this key and following and putting it in the keyhole here. Okay? Following the moonlight here. Following Spirit's direction and just trusting it. That's where this cornucopia comes in. That's where this fulfillment comes in, because you're just going to follow this intuition. You're just going to trust it. Okay? And through that moving forward, you know? Yeah, that's where you know, this faith in this beginning, this faith and this inner strength of going forward here, you know. That moves you past all of this hard times, okay? It does. See Spirit up here shooing out the crows? Yes, okay. Probably right now there's a lot of energies, and maybe you are feeling just heavy, okay? Maybe there's a lot of sorrows going on. Maybe you are just so much in your mind right now thinking, this is just really tough, okay? That's what this is, the Nine of Swords. She's all in her head. Look at her poor head's heavy, right? But this faith and this intuition, this guiding forward here, absolutely, that's what's doing it. It's planting the pentacles. It's trusting that you can plant these seeds, that you can go forward here. See this? The King of Cups? He's like the steady fisherman, and look, he even wears a fish necklace. The steady fisherman who knows that there will always be enough. He trusts in Spirit. He knows that. He's connected. He's solid in his foundation of faith. Okay? He's not afraid to plant these pentacles in the darkness and pray and nurture them and trust that Spirit is growing them with him. That's what you're being asked. That cornucopia is yours. It's the seeds and the plants and the pentacles. This happiness, this comes from the seeds that you plant. This comes from the energies that you plant. This comes from the life and the path that you choose to align yourself with. Okay? Near future, distant future, was strategy. Strategy. Writing your goals. Writing out this plan, you know, and not writing it out like, you know, in like, I want this and this and this and this and this. But writing out the things that you want to become. Writing out the person that you want to become. Writing out the life experiences that you want to have. You know? Opening yourself up and writing out, this is what I want to come, Spirit. I'll bring this in, okay? Anxiety came out with this. We're going to clarify these, okay? Because there can be a lot of anxiety about that future. You know, I think sometimes I know not everyone journals, and again, I say it so often, it's so important to journal, okay? It's so important to really write out this process and write out this whole stage forward, because that helps you to deal with this anxiety. That helps you to be able to go back and reflect on those tough days and be like, no, I'm growing. Okay, yep. Maybe right now, you know, today looks tough or whatever, but I'm growing. That strategy helps you with that. That strategy helps you with acknowledging that you're growing. Okay, look at this. The strategy was clarified by the Devil and the Five of Swords. That's low vibration, attached energy. Okay, it's working through this. That's what the strategy is saying. It's saying you need to put this on paper. You need to work through this. Okay, you're having a hard time in your head because, you know, instead of getting it out, you just keep replaying all of this bullshit that probably this devil energy back here is whispering. Okay, that's low vibration, deceitful devil energy back here, and it's what's whispering in your ear. And Spirit's saying, no, write this shit down. Strategize the way you're going forward. Strategizing how you're going to overcome this devil energy. Okay, the person that you are going to be, the energies that you want to put out there. Write that stuff down. Okay. Anxiety was just the Seven of Cups. It was clarified by the Seven of Cups. And that's just saying there's a lot of cups before you. There's a lot of options. But not all cups are for you. Not all things underneath there are what you are actually after. Okay? And by not sitting with Spirit, by not taking that time to really focus, write out what it is you want, having that clarity, it's going to be a lot harder to choose which cup, which direction, which way you want to go forward with this. Overcoming our own headspace, I think sometimes is a really big one, especially for air signs. And sometimes our headspace can become a very negative kind of headspace, and that's addressing this. Okay, that's saying write that down, strategize that out, so that even on those days where your headspace is really negative, is something that you struggle with, that you actually can work through that. Okay, that you have something written down that you can reflect on and go over. Pearl, she who rises up, and I love this. Check out this phoenix on her back. This is about rising from the ashes, overcoming Libras. She who rises up, Pearl, empowerment, uplift, elevate. Pearl, and I'm going to read this one for sure, because this is a beautiful message. Like the gems she weaves into her hair, Pearl, she who rises up, has been shaped by her experiences and has evolved into a being of great strength and beauty. She is who she is because of all of her trials and challenges. She wears a badge of honor tattooed on her back, the mythical bird of fire, the phoenix. It circles her back and arms, reminding her that rising from the ashes is something that she knows how to do. Her focus is determined. She can see her clear, steady gaze. Can you see her clear, steady gaze looking at you? She has risen up and is now a beacon ready to help others. The message of this card is that you have all the power you need to rise yourself up to the next level. Some of that strength may come from others who want to help you. Look to those around you to find the tribe members who want to lift you up rather than press you down. This card represents that clear-eyed friend who only wants the best for you. Elevate your own soul by remembering that empowerment comes from within, but a little boost from a friend never hurts. Fierce and wild, remember the phoenix when you think of Pearl. Rise up and greet any challenge presented to you. You are an elevated soul ready to supercharge your life. This card reminds you to lift your head with pride so you can see the way forward to your amazing future. She who rises up, baby, Pearl. This is who we're embracing. She who rises up, that phoenix from the ashes. How freaking powerful is that? Oh my gosh. I love that. She who rises up, Pearl. Okay, last little card of guidance here. This is from the Good Tarot, and this is just, we're just going to get some overlast guidance here. Spirit, what's your overlast? Your overlast. My mouth is just not even saying real things today. Welcome to Mercury retrograde. Like, it just makes up weird sayings and slings words together, and it's like, how about we say this and you can sound ridiculous. Thank you, Mercury. All right. Guidance for the Libras. Spirit, guidance to go forward for the Libras. Eight of Swords on the bottom. That's that trapped card. Releasing this. Overcoming it with the Queen of Fire. Knowing that those things needed to happen, those lessons in life needed to happen, but here you are, you stand strong, and it's time to go forward. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, let's see. What was the guidance here? The Moon. Spirit. Even if you don't see it, even if you cannot see the changes that are happening in the world, trust that Spirit is working within the shadows. That's what the Moon card's saying. It's saying you cannot see everything within the shadows, but Spirit is within the shadows. Spirit works. Here with Spirit, as Spirit, is working within those shadows, you are the Empress. This is who we're ruled by. This is the Venus card, our ruling planet. We are the Empress. We are the bringers of life. Okay? You have the ability here to create what you want to create. So embrace it. Okay? Embrace this life that you want to change. Embrace this new, whatever that is to you. Okay? The Three of Cups. Look at that. That's fellowship. That can be talking about a new kind of love. That can be talking about spiritual connections. That can be just talking about that soul tribe that we were talking about, right? But there's movement forward here. There's celebration. There's fellowship. There's wholeness. There's happiness. There's love. Five of Cups. Okay? Yeah. Pain happens in life. Okay? That's inevitable. But being burdened by those pains day after day, carrying the suffering of those pains, that is not something that we need to do. That's something that we hand over. That's something that we say, Lord, whoever that is to you, this is my way forward. These are not pains that I want to carry forward. These are not sufferings that I want to carry forward. It's understanding that, yep, sometimes bad things happen in life, but that doesn't mean that all the cups are spilled, okay? Spirit is still offering you something. There's still hope here. There's still a way forward. All right? I didn't pull an Untethered for the Geminis, but I really feel like we need one. Let go. No matter what it is, let go. Let go. No matter what it is, let go. Especially when we're talking about all this transformation that's coming in. All of this evolving and all of this, you know, full moon releasing. Like those 3 eclipses in a row are a big deal. Just let it go. Whatever that is. All right, Libras. That's it. Until next time, take care. Okay, so this is Aquarius. So let me get some cards cleaned up here. And we will get started with Aquarius. Oh, hair on me. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Kind of cool. I'm an Aquarius Moon and a Libra Sun, so it's kind of neat that I get to do them back to back. All right, Aquarius, let's get going. So let me see. What do I have for you? This is a pretty cool month for us. Like, really cool. So, say hello to a very brand new higher level of thinking, because that's what's about to happen. Saturn has retrograded along with Jupiter and Pluto in our 12th house. And the 12th house is the collective unconscious and psychic abilities. That's the 12th house. Then this full moon, this eclipse, also in the 12th house. Okay? Like, what this is saying is that there is going to be a lot of reflection in that collective unconscious and those psychic abilities. Okay? Alone time is going to be a very important thing through the beginning of this month. Okay? There could be things that just come up. You know, something just might call for that very higher kind of thoughtful solution, okay, where you really need to sit with yourself and you really need to sit with your intuition and allow that to kind of guide you forward here, okay? This is a really good time to meditate. If you don't meditate, this is a great time to start. Self-awareness, self-reflection, that will help you address what you may need to be releasing. You know, and it might not even be something that you consciously are aware that you need to release right now. But within this month, within all of these changes that's happening, it's something that if you sit with it, you're going to acknowledge it. You are going to find these answers, okay? There is a lot of things opening up before you, Aquariuses, okay? Spirit's really trying to talk to you here. This is a huge transformation for you, okay? All right, so we are pulling from the Energy Oracle deck first, and we're going to pull five energies, okay? So we're going to pull your distant past energy, your recent past energy, and then your present, okay? Your near future, and then your distant future energy. Okay, let's go. Ready? All right, distant past. Distant past for the Aquarius is Spirit. What is the energy revolving the distant past? Holy smokes. A man holding a coin, journey and hostilities. Recent past. Recent past energies here, Spirit. Anxiety. And strategy. Present. Present energy, Spirit. Present energy for the Aquariuses. What is the present energy, Spirit, that the Aquariuses are doing right now? Value. future. Distant future. There's one flipped over in here too, so I gotta go back and find it here. Okay. Action. Nope. Okay. Action. This is on the bottom of the deck. Action with the Healer of Ages behind it. This is action towards moving towards that connection, that spiritual connection. You know, just as I was saying, like this, you know, this 12th house, right? That's what this is talking about. It's talking about that movement into this deeper kind of knowledge of the higher, okay? Okay, so distant past energy was a man holding a coin, and then journey and hostilities came out together. I kind of feel like your distant past energy was very focused on the masculine side of your action, of what you were creating in your life, okay? The pentacles that you were creating in your life. I feel that, see this journey card? This is the way forward. You know, this is that spiritual journey. It's not necessarily just a financial journey. This is talking about the journey and the lessons in your life that you're here to address. And and that hostility came out with it. Okay, these two came together. Okay? It's almost like you were very hostile, defensive to the idea of what that journey was for you. You know, I feel that these energies were very much focused on these pentacles, on the worldly things that you are creating in your life. You know, so focused on that this journey, this lesson, this personal kind of, you know, going forward here, you were hostile, you were defensive over that. You were like, yeah, no, okay, but not really. not something, you know, that's nice, but I'm just going to focus on my money here. You know, I'm just going to focus on what I want to create, you know. And I mean, that happens. Man holding a coin. Can you clarify this man holding a coin? The Knight of Wands and the Ten of Wands. Okay. This business, it set you on fire. Whatever this was, you know, whatever this making of the coin was. Okay, yes. You know, you were focused on it, but it set you on fire. It was something that, you know, you felt almost that you had to complete. You know, maybe it was something that you had set yourself up to. You know, you wanted to, like, I don't know, get that house or get that car or have that kind of money in the bank or whatever it was, right? Like it was something that you were focused on, something that you felt that like, okay, when I complete this cycle, when I get to whatever this end game was here, right? It's fulfilling. Okay, you were focused on that. It burnt your fire for a while, you know? It sparked it. I get that. This journey and hostilities. Can you clarify this journey and hostilities? I really feel like you had something like that you were set to, okay? That you kind of had your mind set up to, like, well, once I get to this, or once I have this, or, you know, that was, that's 5 cards, but we'll take them. This journey and hostilities was clarified by the Empress, the Page of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, 8 of Cups, and the 3 of Pentacles. That's quite the lineup. See, this journey that you were hostile to, the Empress is that ability to create it. That Empress is co-creating with Spirit, aligning yourself to build the things in your life that Spirit was like, okay, this is a purpose for you. Let's go this way, right? It was a brand new beginning. Okay, it was a brand new offer here. This journey card, this beginning. Okay, this pathway, that's for you. The one that you're so defensive over. Okay? It's trusting and acknowledging and really reflecting on that inner kind of peace. Okay? It's, my children are back in the pool. Okay? The 8 of Cups, walking away from maybe things that haven't served you into something that is going to serve you. Maybe this is walking away from like just that drive, and not even necessarily that drive, but that focus that you had to reach whatever needed to be reached. You needed to have that X amount of number in the bank account. You needed to have that house. You needed to have that car. You needed to have this. You needed to have that, okay? I feel that this hostility towards this was just you being hostile to the fact that you could connect. That you could connect to a higher, that you could trust in something, trust in a divine, okay? Three of Pentacles, that's working together, that's collaboration. It was almost as though that you were so defensive over the idea that you could work with anybody. You know, it was one thing that you were just kind of doing on your own, and until that was done, you know, until you reached your marker, that wasn't something that you were about to share with anybody else. You were defensive to that, including spirit. You had, you know, almost like you had, I'm just going to do this on my own, you know? Anxiety and strategy. See, because by just kind of bullheadedly going on your own path, right? And not necessarily, I don't mean bullheadedly. Like, I understand that, you know, we all want to show up, create those good things in our lives, you know, this and that. But, I mean, there comes a point where you have to, like, you can't just be living to work. You need to, you know, you work to live, not live to work. Does that make sense? Right? I feel that that maybe has been the way that you've been going at this. Okay? Almost like you just blocked out any other kind of like, no, I'm just going to focus on this, X, 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 Y, whatever this is, this column here. Okay? Anxiety and strategy. This is saying, though, when you don't have a purpose, when you aren't strategizing really truly what it is you want after all of this, the purposes behind it, the lessons you want to learn, okay? It causes anxiety. And I think recently, I mean, I know for myself, I know recently I've been in this stage. I've been in this stage where I'm like, but is this way I'm going? Is it really what I want? Is this the way that I should be going? You know, it took me journaling. It took me journaling every day, writing out what I wanted, really getting clear on those kind of thoughts and intentions and the way forward here, you know? Knowing that, okay, yes, I still wanted all of those things. I still wanted that house. I still wanted that car. I still want that money in the bank. Okay, yes. But it's not my only focus. Okay? Anxiety and strategy. Anxiety and strategy. Anxiety and strategy. Spirit, clear by this anxiety and strategy in the recent past. Oh, Spirit, so many cards today. The Emperor, the Tower, the Chariot, the Two of Wands, oh my goodness, the Star, Ten of Cups, and Six of Pentacles. You see the Emperor here followed by the Tower. Again, it was kind of like you were, the Emperor can oftentimes be bossy. He can be so focused on his way. I'm going this way, okay? See the ram head up here? That's kind of like the Aries, right? Just ramming ahead. Okay, yeah. And sometimes when we are so bullheadedly focused on the things that we think we need to have, we're missing out on the lessons that we're actually, the journey that we're here to actually learn, okay? We focus on something and focus so directly on that, right? Focus on the empire, almost, that you were building here, right? The Tower came behind that, though, because it was a way of, it was something that needs to crumble. This bullheaded, bossy way of going, this very narrow focus on just the empire that you are building, that needs to crumble, because there's more to this. There's more to this journey than just that coin. There's more to this journey than just that money-hungry way of thinking. Okay? This journey is a very important part to this. And this journey definitely doesn't mean that you give up the things that you have built, or, no, that's not what it's saying. It's saying, but look at it for the other things that are here. It's not just money. There's a lot of color here, okay? Look at all these road directions. There's a lot of things down here. It's not just focused on building of the empire. Well, it is, but the empire is more than just like the buildings that you're building and the money that you're making. Okay? And this needs to crumble. This way of thinking needs to change. Okay? Because it's time now that you realign yourself to a life that you want to go to. That's what the Chariot's saying. This is the shift. This is the time where you now, see the Two of Wands was behind that? You're driving your chariot and you're going forward in a totally different direction. It's time to align yourself with the path that is actually going to fulfill you. The path that you are actually being asked to go down. And how will you know what that path is? You're going to sit with yourself. That's what this month is about. It's about sitting with yourself. It's about sitting with the quietness. It's about allowing your intuition to guide you. Okay? But there is this huge realignment with where you're going. And that doesn't necessarily, like, this can be talking about moves. It can be talking about changes of jobs. Absolutely. Maybe there is this huge shift, you know, and the way that you've been going about your pentacles, all of a sudden you're like, you know what? I'm not going that way anymore. I'm aligning myself to something different, okay? But that doesn't necessarily have to, like, I'm not saying, you know, that you need to go and, like, say, for instance, you have your own business. You've worked really hard for that. Absolutely. You've built your business up to where it is. You've, you know, you have the money in the bank. You have the house. You have the equipment, blah, 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 but you're missing other things in life. Okay? And this is saying, okay, yeah, this is acknowledging that. And this is realigning your path with things that are going to actually, with that path, where those other things could come in. Maybe you're missing out on the family. Maybe you're missing out on a relationship, you know? Aquarius, this is you. This is the Star card after this. This is saying it's time to embrace you and your happiness and all that's to come to you. And the Six of Pentacles behind that. Because when you embrace the path that is for you, when you open yourself up to receive the blessings, when you say your prayers, you connect to spirit, okay? Fulfillment is there. Emotional fulfillment is there. Look here, sitting with all those that you love, okay? It's about acknowledging that what the energies you put out is what you get in. If all you are putting out is your money-hungry thoughts, is your masculine, you know, your masculine energy of just being like, no, I'm focused on just my pentacles, what do you think you're going to get back in? Pentacles, sure, okay? But not love, not the other things in life. You need to open yourself up to that. You need to allow spirit to be able to, like, bring in those blessings. You need to allow yourself and align yourself to a path where you might actually even be able to open yourself up to those. Maybe you just work too much and you're not even, like, enjoying the rest of the life around you. You're not putting yourself in situations where you can be opening yourself up to kind of, you know, a love or new energies. It's what you put out. Remember, okay? See this? It's what you put out. It's so important, guys. So important. Okay, present energy was this door to value and this garden in the gate. And see, this door to value, it's open. Yeah, okay, maybe you've hit all of these jackpot things now, right? You have that money in the bank and you have all of those things and, you know, you feel good about where you're going. And it's walking out of that garden that you've safely built for yourself and going beyond the hills and saying, okay, I want more now. I'm ready for more. I have this door of value is open to me and now I want to go into the hills. Now I want to create more. Now I want more from life than just, yeah, it's releasing judgment. It's releasing over, like, how you see this going. Connecting to spirit, you know? It's releasing over the things that you think is the be-all and end-all and allowing spirit just to guide you here. It's the connection to the intuition. It's the connection to your purpose, your higher, this beginning. See? Judgment. Releasing. Okay? Releasing over the fact that, okay, this is the way I've been going, but this isn't the only way I want to go anymore. I want to change this. I want to align myself to something fulfilling. It's sitting with spirit. It's connecting this month. Taking that time out, especially in the beginning of this month, taking that time out to listen to your intuition, taking that time out to find that light within inside you, the light that burns when you connect to your spirit, okay, when you connect to your higher. The Three of Wands, it's moving into this next phase. It's taking that step into the new phase here, the new spiritual beginning, the new opportunities that this connection to you and your divine are going to bring, okay? This is that movement down that journey card. This is that step in aligning you with, I want to go this way. I want to align myself to the path and the higher. Okay? It's understanding that, yep, there was a lot of lessons, there was a lot of hard things that happened in your life, okay? They all played a purpose. Look here, you can't tell the difference between the good times and the bad times. They all just blend together in one circle. That's what the world is saying. It's all illuminated. It all took a part, okay? You need to acknowledge that. I need to acknowledge that, yep, everything that you have come from, everything that you have overcome, it all played a part to get you to where you are, okay? The Lover's here. It all played a part in this love. It all played a part in this movement forward. Maybe this is talking about a love coming in, especially when it's, you know, talking about your present energy here, you know? Maybe it's talking about this new opportunity for love here. This change. There's a change here. You know, when you allow yourself to just be like, okay, I've been so focused on this, but Spirit, guide me here. Allow me to release what needs to be released. Allow me, and that includes like pains that you don't even know you're holding on to. When you sit with Spirit, you allow yourself that time to address what's really deep down inside there. Things that you might not even realize are still affecting you. Pains that you don't even realize are affecting you. That's what this world is. Okay, she's taken that time to sit there in this hermit phase, and then she moved forward here. She moved forward into the acknowledgement that it just all needed to happen here. Okay, love is here. This is changing. If love has not been something that has been in your life, or maybe it's something that you've just been kind of like that journey card, being hostile to, defensive to, fighting off, not opening yourself up to, allow this change to happen, okay? If you're lonely, then you need to, you know, you can't, oh, what was that line? What was that saying? It's like being lonely, but like, I can't even remember, like being defensive about, like, it's like being lonely, but locking yourself in this garden, right? And not letting anybody come in. That's not going to work. Okay? Yeah. It's not always easy to release the things of our past that have maybe scared us, hurt us, shooken us, left us poor, whatever the case may be, left us struggling, okay? No, I get that. But now is a time to address this life that you're going on, and embrace this new phase that Spirit's asking you to embrace. Embrace this change. Embrace this new divine detour here. Okay? Near future. The sun. Fulfillment. Look at all that fulfillment. Romance, babies, creativity, music, a pool of water there because that's fulfilling, that's deep, that's, you know, and the sun. Happiness, fulfillment. Near future, yes. When you really start to just align yourself to the path that is for you, open your heart up to, you know, the blessings that are there aside from just the pentacles, okay? There can be the pentacles and the, you know, abundant financial fulfillment in your world, as well as a place to have that kind of love, okay? As well as a place to be emotionally fulfilled. It doesn't have to be one or the other, okay? The Knight of Swords. You're being asked to move here. Spirit's guiding you forward here, so just trust that, okay? Spirit's moving you. Trust this process, okay? Trust this process even if you're being asked to call, like you're being asked to sit with yourself right now and just follow Spirit. And I'll do that one-on-one kind of connection here. Trust this process. You're being urged to go forward here. You're being urged to keep pursuing this, okay? Justice behind that. There is a balance here. There is that need to balance out the way that you have been going, okay? And sometimes we are so focused on creating the pentacles that we tip the scales of our lives, okay? We put too much focus on the money scales, and there needs to be that balance within this, okay? Look here, Two of Swords. You know, that blockage, that ability maybe not to be able to see your way forward. But again, Spirit's untying you, okay? The Two of Swords is saying, yep, okay, maybe you just can't see quite yet the way forward here. But trust it. Trust Spirit. Connect to Spirit. Allow Spirit to untie you. Allow Spirit to, you know, remove the blindfolders so that you can see the way forward here. So you can see the blessings. So you can see the happiness and the fulfillment that is here for you to be had, right? Cornucopia and patience. That was your distant future. Cornucopia and patience. There is so much fulfillment here. Okay, you had the sun in the near future and then the cornucopia, and that is just life overflowing, everything you could possibly need. And that patience is saying, just be patient with this. Everything has its time, everything has its purpose. You know, maybe this whole process of what you are going through is because, you know, that person, this lover, whoever this is, whether, you know, maybe this is a new love, and maybe what they're going through in their life, you know, they need the patience, they need the time, you know, so that their story can come together and can blend with yours. Okay, you can't see the bigger picture. You don't see how it all goes in together. Okay, King of Pentacles. There is still fulfillment here, guys. Lots of pentacles, a big pentacle. This is still the king, like the King of Pentacles. That's still this man holding the coin. Okay, your money is not going to disappear. Do not be worried that you can't follow your journey, follow your call, and still have this financial fulfillment in your life. You can still create the things in your life that you want to create, but you can create them with spirit. When you align yourself to the journey, those things still come in. This man knows that. Okay, look at here. Look at that loyal wolf. Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Okay. This is the divine feminine side to you. The Queen of Swords here. Okay, she's clear, she's thoughtful, she thinks it all out, she's intuitive, she's connected to spirit. She understands the parts that it took to get her to where she is. She understands the hard lessons, she understands what it has taken to overcome all that is. She just gets that all, okay? You don't have to over-explain that one to her, because she understands that. She understands that she can trust spirit. She understands that her journey, though maybe not easy, it was still something that she needed to do. There were still parts of it that, you know, she needed to go through in order to be able to sit in this King of Pentacles kind of place and appreciate all that she has. Appreciate the life that she was given. Two of Cups, yeah. Two of Cups. There is love. Okay, there's a blending of energy. The Two of Cups is two good energies coming together who just want to create magic together. So maybe, Aquarius, maybe you don't have a love in your life right now. And that's okay. But I think this is coming. I would say in the future that there is going to be this good blending of energy. And it's going to come after you acknowledge the fact that you have come from a lot of shit. You've overcome a lot of cycles. You've overcome a lot of lessons. Okay? It hasn't been an easy journey through these planes to get you to where you are. This staff, this lessons of life, they weren't an easy thing to come by, okay? But your staff is on fire. Your light is on fire, okay? There's a beginning here. Death and transformation. Death and rebirth. There is a beginning here to shed the old, to go forward with the new, to have a new look on this, a new outlook on this. A connection to your intuition. Maybe you have never been an intuitive, spiritually guided, connected person, and it's saying now is a good time to do that. Now is a great time to transform from the way that you have been going into this King of Cups. Into somebody who just knows and acknowledges that spirit has a place and a need in their life. Okay, that all that they need is going to be there. They can trust spirit. They have that connection. Yes, they show up. Yes, they put in the work, okay? But at the end of the day, they don't fret. They don't close out the rest of their life because they're so focused on their pentacles. They focus on spirit. They focus on the higher. They focus on their connection to the higher, because that's where they know the fulfillment is, okay? They can overcome heartache. They overcome all of the shit that has been. There's no place for it here, okay? They know that, yep, it was tough. Yep, my heart got ripped out and there was a lot of horrible things, but it wasn't worth closing my heart over. I acknowledge that those things happen, but I'm moving forward from here. I'm embracing a different beginning, a new life, okay? Wow, that's crazy. Two of Cups. Two of Cups. All right. The energies might feel a little scattered right now. Maybe you do feel scattered. Maybe you feel like you're just kind of going all over the place. And that, again, is why it's so important to take that time out this month, at the beginning of this month. Take that time out and sit in that hermit phase with spirit, okay? All right, she who's for the Aquarius. Let's see. These have been awesome and on point today for the Geminis and Libras, so I'm kind of excited. She who for the Aquarius. She who goes forward in July. Who is the she who for the Aquarius here, Spirit? She who doubts. Fear, weariness, trust. She who doubts. And I can't say I've ever seen this one come out. She who doubts is learning how to let go of mistrust. She has scars, both visible and invisible, that have held her back from living fully. She carries an ornate emerald pendant, which is said to promote truth. It calms the wearer and restores self-esteem. Even though Indrid is young, she knows that allowing doubt to hold her back will only harm herself. With the cautious eye of a weary doe, Indrid ventures back into the world. The message of this card is to examine your own doubts. We all have been injured by life in one way or another. If we continue to hide in the shadows, then we will allow those who did us injustice to win. Now is a time to learn to let go of old misgivings and learn to trust again. Weariness is not a bad thing unless you are using it to give yourself permission to hide from life. Put on a trusty talisman. Slip your scarf from your ears so all your senses are engaged and trust in your own unique power. Wow. The questions that go with that are, who or what am I hiding from? How do my fears limit me? And where do I need to place my trust? And Aquarius, I want you to think about those 3 questions this month going forward. All right, let's get an untethered. Oh no, I forgot guidance. Sorry, guidance from the good tarot. She who doubts. Wow, talk about releasing. And that's why, and that makes sense in this month of, you know, conscious. Oh my goodness, that did not work at all. There's a spider. What is with all these bugs that are missing legs today? The spider has 5 legs, 5 out of the 8. That bee had like missing half a back leg. I don't understand where these half amputated spiders are coming from. Guidance from Aquarius. Guidance for Aquarius for the month of July. What is the guidance spirit for Aquarius for the month of July? King of Earth. Look at that. King of Pentacles again. Guys, I feel like you're so focused on this King of Pentacles. You're so focused on the money, on the financial aspects of your life that you're missing out here. Yeah, you're so focused, 4 of Earth. You're so bound to what you are bringing in financially here, but you're missing out on the love. You're missing out on the rest of it here. You're missing out on the journey. You're missing out on the blessings that are for you. Ten of Fire. Those burdens, those things that you are just like thinking that you have to carry. I need to get to this certain amount in my bank account. I need to have this house. I need to have this. I need to have that. Let that stuff go and enjoy the life that you have right now. Okay? There isn't, if you are waiting until you have this, this, and this, and this, you're never going to achieve that. Okay? Work hard, show up, absolutely. Okay? But enjoy life. The Queen of Fire. Enjoy life. Be excited for the life that you have been given to live. Okay? Please. Enjoy this life. Manifest what you want. Okay? Set your heart on fire. 8 of Cups. Yeah. 8 of Cups and 2 of Fire. Walk away. Walk away from the way that you have been doing this, because it's not serving you. Okay? There's a change of direction here. Please allow Spirit, connect to Spirit, and allow Spirit to align you to a higher intentions, higher path, higher calling. Please. Please. Okay. Untethered. Untethered. What is the untethered? No. That's like, no. 4. 1. We'll do 1, Spirit. 1 untethered. 1 untethered, please. Spirit's like, no, you're going to do 2. The highest state you have ever experienced is simply the result of how open you were. If you don't close, it can be like that all the time. Every moment, every movement of your body, every emotion you have, every thought that passes through your mind is just an expenditure of energy. Those are very important things to know. Well, Aquarius, I am very excited for our month ahead. I am super excited to open and align myself with all of these connections. I hope you are too. Okay, until next time, guys, take care. Bye now.